Hey, hi, YouTube viewer. How you doing? Good, I hope. I'm Saint Riot. We're playing Dark Souls 2. We're gonna do some PvP invasions in Dark Souls 2 with this build. Look at it. It's got 40 strength. It's a big, strong guy. 15 dexterity. And we're gonna hit people really hard with weapons. This build is inspired by Vagrant Story, a game I was too stupid to understand as a child. But I went back just recently and replayed it, and I loved it. The game was developed by one of my favorite video game creators, Yasumi Matsuno, who created Final Fantasy Tactics, whom you may have heard all of the music for that video game in my YouTube videos, if you've been around long enough. It's a game about a guy who makes weapons to fight different types of monsters. It's an action RPG that came out on the PlayStation 1. It's old. But in the game, you go into your menus and you swap your weapons around and you try and find which weapon will hit which enemies the hardest, depending on the weapon type. And I thought, hey, that's actually kind of how I like to play Dark Souls anyway. So we could make like a Vagrant Story guy and do some cool, weapon swap mid-fight type stuff. And so that's what I did. Also, I don't have a strength build in Dark Souls 2. Look at that. Now I do. Just like that, we jump into the fray. You know, look at that. 40 strength gets us this Drake Keeper's War Pick, I think is what it's called, or War Hammer. It's bonkers. It looks like the Dark Souls 2 development team got a sneak peek at Bloodborne, and they saw the Boom Hammer, and they're like, hey, can we borrow that? I'm also using the Drake Keeper Greatsword, as well as the Drake Keeper Sword. Those are 3 Drake Keeper weapons. I love all those weapons, and they're good on a strength build. They look very nice as well, and they have a cool moveset. I love that running attack, that golf swing. It's so nice. It's so nice. I'll probably make another video that features invasions with this particular build, because the more I played with it, the more I enjoyed it. We are using the Agape Ring to keep our soul memory relatively low so that we can run into some co-opers, hopefully. And like I said, it just so happened, I never do these Return to events, but it just so happened that it was Return to Drang Lake. Usually I just play the games whenever I feel like playing them. It's a pretty good system. It's worked out so far. We'll see if that trend continues. Look at that. Oh, the damage. All the damage. Physical infusions in Dark Souls 2 can suffer a little bit, because there aren't any. There's just raw. But like scaling, there's no like get better strength scaling. That's not a thing. That's not an infusion you can put on your weapon. But what you can do is you can get the Ring of Blades, or the Ring of Blades +1, or the Ring of Blades +2 even. And you can get the Flynn Ring, and you can wear both of those. You can't have all the Ring of Blades on at once. You can only have one. But the point is, if you wear the Ring of Blades and the Flynn Ring, you'll do really good damage with physical weapons. Also poison. Look how powerful poison is in Dark Souls 2. Like, it's almost too powerful. You know? It's so good that, like, you don't really get a chance to do anything cool before your opponent dies. And I know some people are into that. Some people want that. You know, so if you like it, you know, I'm glad. But for me, it's a little too strong even. So anyway, we're going into our menus and we're swapping weapons around. Now, in Vagrant Story, it's a much slower process because it's kind of a turn-based action RPG, if you can imagine what that's like. You should really just look this game up. It's incredible. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so glad I went back and played it. And anyway, we're kind of like, you know, using our weapons and swapping when it's time. I'd play Dark Souls like this anyway. This is how I always play Dark Souls PvP. But now I have a cool, like, build to blame it on, I guess. I don't know why I would blame it on it. But anyway, look how much fun we're having. Return to Drang Lake, and there's all these, you know, you got some co-opers running around having a good time, summoning each other. I'm over here swapping to weapons that are faster than the weapons that I was, you know what I mean? You gotta throw them off. You gotta keep them guessing. There's a large part of Dark Souls PvP that's won in your menu screen, and that's what we're doing. Did you like that? Did you like how the music and the execution went together? Did you? I thought it was cool. So anyway, I'm playing. I'm having a good time. I'm streaming, and one of the viewers drops me some strength weapons. And one of the weapons they dropped me was this red rust scimitar. And this thing looks exactly like the weapon on the cover of Vagrant Story. The guy from Vagrant Story, like when the game starts, he's using this like scimitar. And it looks exactly like that. And it just so happens that that scimitar is for strength builds. It could not have worked out better. Also, I'm just very happy to have a strength build in Dark Souls 2 now. There's so many fun-looking strength weapons. And now I can just like run around and bonk people with them. And have fun invasions like this one. Where, you know, I'm kind of camping the ladder, seeing if they're going to come up here. And they're kind of, you know, they're scared. They don't want to get shot by my crossbow, which is legit. The dude in Vagrant Story has a crossbow. So I can have, you know what I mean? I can have a crossbow. It's not against the rules. Maybe when I used that bow and arrow earlier, that was against the rules a little bit. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. That's Rob Flynn, baby. Robert J. Flanagan. That's the strength build right there. His name is Robert Johnson Flanagan. And he does all the damage, except against NPCs. Look how much damage I do to this NPC. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? I don't think games journalists understand how summoning works. You know, not all games journalists, but the ones who say that Dark Souls needs easy mode. I don't think they understand how summoning works. This guy, he summoned his friend back. He summoned his friend again, and that's in the rules, you know. So we allow it. So I can't heal on this build. If you've played Vagrant Story, you'll be like, Saint, the dude in Vagrant Story can totally cast a heal spell. And I'm like, you're right, but I can't. And if you want to complain about that, you know, just don't do it to me. I don't care. If you want to complain about anything that you see in this video, just don't. You can. No, I tell you what. I'm gonna make a Patreon, and you can subscribe to my Patreon, and you can complain on there, and I'll even tell you you're right. I'll tell you how right you are. So be sure to hit that up. Right now, I'm just kind of like commentating on what's happening in the video, and I always feel weird doing this because it's like you can just watch the video, but maybe there are people out there who open up a YouTube video and you know they don't watch what's happening. So I'm about to plunge attack this dude, and then I'm gonna get back to just deconstructing the genre, normal stuff. So this guy, he's just rolling around the bonfire. We're gonna let him heal because we want a cool clip. We want a cool clip for our YouTube video, right? There it is. There it is. That's a big part of doing invasions. When you know you're setting out to make a YouTube video, is you're looking for the clips that stand out. You're looking for the clips that are good. And I hope that this is one of those clips for you. I hope that you I feel like sometimes I come across as just overly sarcastic or like irony poisoned or whatever, which is kind of true, but like at the same time, like I don't think there's anything wrong with like just enjoying a thing, just legitimately enjoying a thing. So I hope that you legitimately enjoy this clip and these clips, even when you think to yourself like, oh my god, if that happened to me, if I was playing the game, I would be so annoyed or whatever. I feel that, and it's not that I don't ever feel annoyed. It's not that I'm sure my opponents also feel annoyed sometimes. But what makes it good is that once it's all over, you can look back on it and have a laugh, right? So it's Return to Drang Lake, and this guy, I'm like, I want to fight this guy, but as I've stated, we want good clips for the YouTube video, right? So I'm like, let's let him fight the monster, and then I'll, but he's like, no, there's more monsters over here, homie. And so, okay, well, we'll let him fight these monsters over here. Also, keep in mind, a dumb thing that Dark Souls 2 did is invaders have like a time limit that they're on. So like after like 7 minutes, I think it is, the invader gets sent home. So I have to be mindful of that. And I'm like, alright, you killed all the things, can we fight now? And he's like, nope, not yet, bro. There's 2 lion warriors over here. So, okay, we'll stand here and let this happen. I guess I could take this opportunity to tell you some more about how much I loved Vagrant's story. Have you guys ever played it? Like, you know, show of hands in the comments. So finally he starts swinging at me and I'm like, alright, let's go. Let's go. I hit the dude twice and then he runs away. And I know he's running away to heal. I know that's what he's doing. But he's running away and now he's got the monster mat again. So, oh, here we go again with this. And I have to sit here and let this happen. Also, keep in mind, like, he bonked me a couple times. They were, you know, like, they were cheap shots, but that's fair play in Invasion. And I have no way of healing. So, at this point, I'm just, okay, I'm just going to let him kill these 2 things. The only thing I'm going to stop him from doing is going to the fog wall. That's it. Everything else, I'm just going to let this dude do. You know, here we go. Get it. Also, you might have noticed he was like trying to cast magic with this enemy that has like very high magic resistance. It's like, this is taking forever. Are we ready yet? No, we're not ready yet. Still one more dude. Still one more dude to fight. Return to Drain Lake. You know, like, this is the time when I don't buy into all this, but this is the time when the community all get together and say, let's all play Dark Souls 2 together. So, like, we're supposed to be playing Dark Souls 2 together. And that includes invasions, right? So, here we go. It's finally time. Never change. Never change. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I hope you have a good day. Or evening. Whatever. Later, y'all.